Today, I want to talk about 3 ways in which Google My Business has absolutely changed my business and how it can probably do the same for you. And if you're not using it, why you should be signing up right now. So Google My Business is an online directory listing that shows up on the map. And if you don't know what it is, I'm just going to pop a photo in for you so that you can see exactly what that looks like right here. So here's the thing with Google My Business. Google My Business is free. That's right, absolutely free, which means that you can just sign up for an account and list your business information. That's your contact information, your address, if you have one. You can throw up some photos of your events if you're a wedding planner or an event planner. There's just so many things you can fill out. Now, here's the key. One of the things you want to do is that you want to have an optimized listing. So if you know that you're trying to target brides to be, sorry, redo that part. So here's the key. One of the things you do want to have is an optimized listing. So you know that if you want to target like brides to be, then you want to use certain terms that they're searching. So they might be searching wedding venues, how to find a wedding venues, wedding planner, how to find a wedding planner. You want to incorporate certain keywords in your listing so that it helps you to show up in a Google search. Because the great thing about Google My Business is that when someone does a Google search, the Google My Business listing, at least the first 3, shows up at the top of the page listed as a map listing. That's right. So every time you've done a search on Google and you see those top listings on the map area, those are free. Those are just people who have listed and optimized their listing that are showing up and are ranking very highly. But what I'm going to show you are 3 ways that it absolutely changed my business and increased my profits. So the first thing is that I'm currently ranking for a keyword or multiple keywords that my potential clients are searching for. So I do online marketing, and specifically my clients are wedding planners, event planners, a sprinkle of corporate planners, as well as some venues and florists, but mainly they're wedding planners. So here's the thing, that I went for terms that I know a lot of wedding and event planners would be using. So the first thing is my company name. If you type event certificate, so someone is looking for event planning education, and you type that term, I'm the first listing that shows up. That means I'm top of the page when they're in that process of trying to decide if they want to do a course or if they're looking for just some knowledge or education type material to help them with their business. That's perfect. But in my listing, it's also optimized so they're searching for certain marketing terms, social media templates for planners. It's also there. That's the first way that it's changed, by getting me to the top and on page 1. Now, of course, being on page 1 means that I get a ton of views and traffic as a result of being there. The second way that has changed my business is that it brings me a lot of customers. As I said from the first point, is that it gets me right on the top of the page, and this results in number 2, which is a lot of traffic. So a lot of my traffic are organic just because they're coming from the listing and people were finding me organically in a search. So Google My Business has absolutely changed that. So I don't have to do a lot of work of bringing in the clients or running paid ads to bring a lot of the clients into the event certificate business. The third way that it's changed my business is actually brought me brand partnerships. That's right. So there's so many brands that have found me through Google My Business where they've searched and my listing has come up because they were using certain keywords. I've even had a book that I've contributed to where the authors found me through the Google My Business listing. So those 3 ways have really radically changed my business, but it's also driven a lot of revenue into my business. Now, if you're not currently using Google My Business, I highly recommend signing up. As I said earlier, it's a free account. You just got to put your information in whenever you have a moment and get it started. Now, if you're looking for a detailed breakdown of how to really optimize your account to ensure that you're getting to page 1, I'm going to drop a link below to a course that can help. I promise if you follow the steps in that course, you will have your page listing on page 1 at least within the next 30 days. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.